Ever feel like your watch list is some kind of runaway train? Like you need, I don't know, a whole system just to wrangle it?
Well, it seems like a lot of you are feeling that way, based on all this Simkl info.
Yeah, looks like we've got a whole lot of folks out there who are ready to get organized and find something awesome to watch. No more endless scrolling.
It's all about leveling up that entertainment game, right?
Exactly.
And that's where Simkl comes in. Personalized recommendations, cross-platform syncing, even a whole community. Sounds promising, right?
Okay, I'm intrigued. But let's back up a sec. For anyone who hasn't already jumped on the Simkl train, what is it exactly?
So Simkl is basically a free service, and it's designed to manage, well, pretty much all your entertainment needs.
We talking movies, TV shows?
Oh yeah, movies, TV shows, anime, all of it.
Okay, so it's like having a personal assistant for your watch list.
Think of it this way. Have you ever been like, wait, where did I leave off on that show? Or what was that movie I wanted to watch?
Ugh. All the time.
Simkl is here to banish those dilemmas.
Yeah.
For good.
Music to my ears. But, full disclosure, we've seen a lot of tracking apps out there. What makes Simkl different?
It's not just about tracking. Simkl takes all that data, your watch history, your preferences, and actually curates personalized recommendations. So you're not just watching the same old stuff, you're discovering hidden gems you might never have found on your own.
Hidden gems. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
But you said something earlier about custom lists. Most platforms have watch lists. What's so special about theirs?
It's way more than just a basic watch list. Think hyper-specific with tags, filters, the whole shebang. You could literally have a list for mind-blowing documentaries or movies with killer soundtracks, whatever your heart desires.
So it's less about just keeping track and more about like curating your own personal streaming library.
You got it.
Okay, I'm sold. But you said Simkl is free. Is there a catch?
Nope. They actually have a totally free tier, and it's surprisingly powerful. Of course, there's Simkl VIP and Simkl Pro, which unlock even more goodies.
Of course. Gotta have those premium options.
Right, but here's the kicker. You can actually get Simkl Pro for free.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they have a loyalty program. Just by using the service, you can unlock all those pro features without spending a dime.
Okay, now that's how you keep people hooked.
Yeah.
So we've talked about the basics, but let's get down to brass tacks. One thing that really stood out to me was this whole cross-platform syncing thing.
Ah, yes, that's a game changer. No more starting a show on your phone than being totally lost when you switch to your tablet.
Or like watching ahead on your laptop and forgetting where you were on the TV. It's the worst.
The worst. But Simkl keeps everything in sync across all your devices.
Yes.
Seamlessly.
That is a lifesaver. But what about different types of content? Can it handle movies, shows, and anime? Because, like, keeping up with anime release schedules, that's a whole other beast.
Oh, tell me about it. But Simkl gets it. They have a whole dedicated anime section with features specifically for us anime fans. Like, they have this today's schedule thing, aggregates air times across different regions, so you're not constantly having to convert time zones in your head.
Hold up. So you're saying no more frantically doing math at 2 a.m. trying to figure out when your show airs in Japan?
Exactly.
Okay, I am listening. Tell me more about these anime-specific features, because that already sounds like a game changer.
Well, besides the today's schedule, you've got personalized calendars for your anime. There are rankings for best anime by different criteria, even dedicated pages for each series with all the details your heart could desire.
Wow, it's like they built a whole separate app just for anime fans, and then we're like, let's just fold this into Simkl.
Right. They've really thought of everything.
So we've talked about keeping track of all this stuff, but you mentioned something about Simkl actually helping you discover new anime to watch. How does that work?
So Simkl takes all that data, what you've watched, what you've liked, and uses it to recommend new shows you might enjoy, stuff you might not even know about.
So it's like having a friend who knows your taste perfectly and is constantly giving you amazing recommendations.
Exactly. It's about breaking free from the algorithm a little bit and really finding those hidden gems that speak to your soul.
Okay, uncovering hidden gems. That's definitely right up my alley. But let's be real, with so many streaming services these days, just keeping my watch list straight feels like a full-time job.
Yeah.
And we were talking about those custom lists earlier.
Right.
Everyone's got a watch list these days, but Simkl seems to take it to a whole other level, yeah.
100%. Think of it less like a list and more like, I don't know, your own personal entertainment command center.
Okay, I like the way you think.
You can create lists for pretty much anything, moods, genres, directors you want to check out.
So I could have a list for like rainy day movies or something.
Exactly. Or movies that make me feel like I can fly, whatever's inspiring you in that moment.
I love that. I'm a very visual person, so sometimes I just need a movie with like stunning cinematography, just to
Yeah.
get me in the mood.
Oh, totally. So you could have a list, like visually stunning films, right?
Right.
But here's where it gets even cooler. Simkl lets you use tags within those lists. So you could tag those visually stunning films by genre, time period, even specific directors.
So I could be super specific.
Super specific.
Yeah.
Then, when you're in the mood for, say, a visually stunning sci-fi film from the 80s, boom, you filter that list down and no more endless scrolling.
Okay, that is seriously impressive. I'm starting to see the method to the madness here. And I do love that Simkl has that random shuffle feature, for those times when you're like, I don't even know what I want to watch.
The best kind of watching. It's like a little surprise, right? Just pick a list, hit random shuffle, and let Simkl be your guide.
I love that. It's a great way to rediscover movies you might have forgotten about, too. But, okay, let's talk logistics for a second, because I've been using a million different platforms for ages. Is there any way to bring all that watch history into Simkl? Because starting from scratch sounds daunting.
I feel you. But don't worry, Simkl has you covered. They have an import feature, so you can pull in all your watch history from other platforms. No need to spend hours manually updating everything.
Okay, huge sigh of relief. That was my next question. But with so much content at our fingertips these days, I do worry about, like, notification overload. How does Simkl handle that?
It's a good question because nobody wants to be bombarded with notifications every 5 seconds. Simkl is actually really good about this. They give you a ton of control over your notification settings, like really granular control.
So, like, could I get a notification when a new episode of my favorite anime airs in Japan? Asking for a friend, of course.
Of course. You can even set it up to get an alert like 10 minutes before it airs, so you don't miss a single second, no matter what time zone you're in.
Wow, they really have thought of everything, haven't they? But it's not just about new episodes, right?
Yeah.
What about other kinds of notifications?
You got it. You can set reminders for movies or shows you want to watch, that kind of thing. So if you're interested in something but not quite ready to commit, you can just pop it on your list and let Simkl remind you later.
That's so smart. Okay, we've talked a lot about how Simkl helps you track and discover content.
Right.
But I'm wondering, what about the bigger picture here? We've talked a lot about, like, organizing our watch lists and, using data to find new stuff.
Right.
But I'm kind of curious about the flip side of all this tracking.
Okay.
Like, does Simkl actually give you any insights into your viewing habits?
Oh, interesting.
Could it actually, like, help us be more mindful about how we watch stuff?
That's a really good point, and it kind of speaks to this whole bigger trend of like using data for self-reflection, right?
Okay.
Like think about it. Simkl isn't just some database of movies and shows. It's
Yeah.
literally a record of like your personal entertainment journey.
Oh.
And so by, digging into that data, analyzing your watch history, Simkl could potentially reveal patterns that you might not even be aware of.
Okay, yeah. Like what?
Like, are you drawn to certain genres or themes? Do you tend to binge watch everything, or do you savor shows slowly?
Yeah.
Simkl can give you this really fascinating glimpse into those kind of like unconscious preferences.
So it's like instead of just passively watching whatever pops up next on Netflix,
Right.
Simkl is actually giving you the tools to be more intentional. Like, why am I drawn to this? What need is this fulfilling for me? That's really cool.
It is. Imagine being able to like identify your peak entertainment times. Maybe you're more likely to watch documentaries on a weeknight or action flicks on a Friday.
Yeah.
And that kind of insight can help you plan your leisure time more effectively.
Right. And like actually enjoy it more too.
Exactly.
And maybe even like break out of our comfort zones a little bit too.
Yes.
Because I know like I get stuck in a rut sometimes watching the same type of stuff. And maybe Simkl could be that little nudge to be like, hey, try this.
Right. Expand those horizons a little bit.
Exactly. Discover a new genre. Who knows?
Exactly. It could become your next obsession.
Right. Wow. We've gone from organizing our watch list to like unlocking hidden cinematic desires.
I know.
That's the beauty of a good like deep dive. You never know where it's going to go.
This has been so fun.
This has been awesome.
I'm like ready to go revamp my whole watch list now.
Me too. And like see what Simkl knows about me that I don't.
Exactly.
Well, on that note, I think we've reached the end of our Simkl deep dive.
I think so.
It's been so much fun exploring this platform with you.
Likewise.
And for everyone listening, seriously, check out Simkl. It sounds like it's way more than just like another streaming service sidekick. It's like a tool for self-discovery, you know,
Hello.
a way to have a more mindful and enjoyable entertainment experience.
100%.
So on that note, happy watching and happy discovery.
Happy watching.